Hello world, Walter here, and I'm bringing you my TV pitch. It's a historical fiction that takes place from 2000 to 2006 in New York City, with the historical footnotes being interpreted by the script like 9/11, anthrax, suicide bombs, and the war overseas. The story follows Bennett Spade, an engineer on the verge of discovering new green renewable energy. It's New Year's Eve 1999, and Spade is working in his company's lab. As the countdown to the New Year is happening, he creates this energy. But someone has sabotaged his lab equipment, and a fire breaks out. Spade escapes with a few notes on hand and his life. The lab explodes. Nothing is left behind. The next morning, FBI agents investigate the scene. Spade is fired. The next following weeks, he is hit with a state of depression and believes that Y2K bug caused the fire. He then jumps back into his research, building a lab in his basement, with the help of his co-worker Albert and his assistant Eva, all while Spade's wife is trying to keep their marriage together. After weeks of research, his co-worker Albert is able to make the energy, but Spade isn't around. Spade is on his way back home. He is stuck in traffic. There's been a massive car accident. His co-worker Albert has died in the accident. Heart-stricken and on his way into the basement/lab, he sees a camera. Albert created the energy. The tape finishes before Albert could explain what they were doing wrong. Spade studies the tape and does everything Albert did, but no luck. The next day, Spade is walking around his neighborhood and is kidnapped by some guys in suits. They throw a bag over his head and threaten him to abandon all his work or else. They load a gun and put it to his head. If you don't stop this research, you and your family are dead. They throw him out of the moving car and the bag's still on his head. Spade is left to think. Help the world or keep his family safe. He decides he will do both. Later in the series, his wife dies in the 9/11 attacks. He falls in love with Eva, which later we find out was behind the sabotaging of the lab in the beginning and coordinated the Twin Tower attacks. She works for the people that want Spade to quit his work. Spade's character from the beginning of the series is a man focused on his work, trying to help the world. By the end of the series, he's a man willing to do anything from creating anthrax, sending it to who he thinks is after him, but the package is sent back, and his little kid opens a package, and his little kid dies. Spade also plants bombs on innocent people to kill the people that have ruined his life. Spade is a man trying to save the world by killing innocent people. And throughout the series, as each historical event that Spade creates, we end the show with real news footage of the media's version of what happened that day. So here's some actors I think could play some of these characters. Michael Stuhlbarg from Boardwalk Empire, I think he should play Bennett Spade. He's also from A Serious Man, and why I chose him is because he's a man that can act easily intimidated, and then at the same time he can be an actor who plays a man who easily intimidates. Bennett Spade's wife I think should be played by Natasha McElhone, and I think Eva the assistant should be played by Polly Walker. And I also created a little clip of what the intro could be to the show. Enjoy, and don't forget to vote.